Hello, Oscar. This is Mark from Boosted CRM. I just wanted to show you how there's a long blueprint of your production process that just created the last couple of days work. So this is the look of the blueprint, but that doesn't really show much. So let's test it together with a test record. If I go to a deal and test it, test 105, account name, boosted CRM. These don't matter, could be any value, but everything in the pre-production checklist has to be checked before we can start the production. So basically when they're all checked, it's going to trigger the blueprint. That's the production process starts here. And all these fields are, I just made them unavailable to change. So they're read only. So even the admin cannot just go ahead and change them, so that you make sure the person who's going through this process, going step by step and checking everything. So I just need to test this. I need to check all these boxes so the program understands the pre-production is completed. And save. As soon as you save, it's going to show you the start, current status. Let me just make it a little larger for everyone to see. Okay, start. So click on job opening. This one has notes required. I'm just going to make them not required because there might be or might not be notes. Actually, if I make them not required, then you cannot add any. So I ask the Zoho development team to make them optional, because there might be a note associated with this checklist that is checked or some sort of attachment. So they should be optional to be added, whether there's a note or not. But anyways, so I have to add something here. Completed. And that has to attach something. So let's maybe attach something quick. Sorry, I didn't plan to make these required. I was just testing it. So let's just move forward. Now it's going to camera. Camera, checked. Demo completed. So as you can see, these are everybody who comes back to this deal can see the next step. They cannot just go and change these values. And as you can see, once they go through the process, these values get checked based on what they do with the process in Blueprint. And the remaining is not checked yet. So if they leave the process at some point and go make sure this is done and come back, they show the next button. So as soon as they click, it just shows up so they can move forward. I can make this also continuous so that when I click on this, and instead of clicking on save, click on next, and it goes to the next one. But then I don't know if this all can happen in one day. So it's a production. So I believe this is a better approach instead of making them continuous, because taking care of all these tasks into production takes time. So it's better they come back and see the bottom and just move it to the next stage by just checking it. So it's going to keep track of who's done that, at what point they checked it. So it has a history of these events. I think we are getting to the end of it. So many steps in the production. A schedule walkthrough necessary. Okay, I think almost the last one. Oh, a couple more. Paid in full. So at this point, paid in full, automated email tag. Uh, I know that this is a checkbox, but we should associate an email going out of this blueprint by taking an action. So it's fully automated. So no, you don't have to go and send the email manually. Now it's completed. So that's it. So if I go back to that section and maybe refresh, maybe some values changed. Okay, scroll down. Okay, so production checklist, automated email, thank you for their business. This is the last step. I'm gonna change it to completed because I want to, when you look at this production section, you just quickly see it's completed because it's all checked. So let's do it right now. Let's see if I can just do that right now. Production checklist, quickly check, sorry. First, I want to make sure in the deal, production checklist values, does it have completed? So the last one should be completed. Okay, so this is here. So now in the blueprint, I have to change that. So let's just finish it and test it quickly. Last step, when it says completed, it's gonna say demo completed. And I delete this. And after, I add a field update and I say change production checklist completed. So sorry, production checklist completed, and then here production checklist, I give a value as completed at this stage as an action, and then I will republish. Let's make it full screen. Republish the blueprint, and hopefully if I go now to this record and yeah, it's completed, so that's for sure. Okay, now it goes back to the actual stages on that deal, which is a good thing because that's what we wanted. We don't want the blueprint to say completed and remains there. It's a dead loop. So we fixed that. Now you quickly can see this is completed, all checked. And if there's any notes associated with them, you can see it. So basically that's it. So I think that, yeah, that's how it is. So hopefully it will work fine. Let me know if you find any issues and any fine tuning at any of these stages and transitions. We can take action. So we can talk about it. Thank you so much and have a great day.